So I went to Boston University and did a photojournalism program. And I worked in newspapers for about a year, and I think plenty of people learn from that sort of do 5 assignments a day local newspaper experience. And I was in this mode of like, I need to explore and just sort of think and wander around someplace. And so joining the Peace Corps and having this village at my disposal for that was perfect. It really informed everything I did from that point because, I joined the Peace Corps and I said, sure, I'll go to Africa because I assume Africa is the place that needs the most help. I'm 22 years old. I'm naive. I assume I can make a difference. And then you get there and people are just sort of going about their lives the way they always have. And who am I to come in and start telling them to do anything different? And on that trip, it wasn't the height of conflict, but we were sort of there to cover conflict aftermath. And it just seemed sort of more real to us to be sort of pulling out our phones and sort of casually snapping much more daily life, much more familiar moments, much more normalcy. And the idea of Everyday Africa sort of popped into our heads very quickly in that trip. And I would love to say that this whole explosion since then has all been carefully planned, but the truth is that it's just been a matter of seeing where it goes. And the thing about having an Instagram project is that everyone in the world is sort of keeping you in check. So when there's too many sort of negative, sort of stereotypical images that show up, there's this huge outlash of you're no better than everyone else. How dare you call yourselves Everyday Africa? On the flip side, if we post anything luxurious, someone always comes on and says, this isn't every day, this is privilege. Most people in Africa don't live like this, blah, blah, blah. And so to me, the perfect way to do it has just been to get as many photographers as we can and encourage them to just post as they go through their day. And then you get, sort of the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the rich, the poor, and so on. And there's always this sort of challenge they have of making the ordinary look interesting. It's a really beautiful challenge as a photographer. I mean, for me, it's sort of kept me going on these travels where usually I'm focusing on other projects, but it keeps my eyes open when I know I'm also looking for everyday moments that I can try to, bring across in a visually interesting way.